Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Does it ever feel like the world is just one big, chaotic notification that you can't swipe away? You've got breaking news alerts, your group chat is blowing up, there's that looming deadline at work, and on top of it all, you're just trying to figure out what to have for dinner. It's a lot. It feels like we're constantly being pulled in a million different directions, and finding a moment of peace can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, frazzled, or just plain tired of the constant noise, then this video is for you. Today, we're not talking about escaping the world, but learning how to stand firm and calm right in the middle of it. We're going to explore practical, real-world strategies on how to stay unbothered, even when everything around you feels like chaos. This isn't about ignoring reality, it's about mastering your inner world so you can navigate the outer one with grace and strength. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the art of staying centered. First things first, let's redefine what unbothered really means. It's not about being cold, emotionless, or apathetic. It's not about building a wall so high that nothing can touch you. Being truly unbothered is a superpower. It's the ability to observe the chaos without letting it consume you. It's emotional regulation. It's knowing the difference between what you can control and what you can't, and then wisely investing your energy only in what you can control. Think of it like being a lighthouse keeper. The storm can rage, the waves can crash against the rocks, but the lighthouse stands tall, its light steady and unwavering. Your goal is to be that lighthouse for yourself. The storms of life will come, that's a guarantee. But your inner light, your sense of peace, doesn't have to flicker every time the wind blows. It's an active, conscious choice to protect your peace, and it's a skill you can develop with practice starting today. So, how do we start building this inner fortress? The first, and maybe most crucial, step is to curate your information diet. We are what we eat, and that applies to information just as much as it does to food. In today's world, we have an all-you-can-eat buffet of news, opinions, and updates available 24/7. But just like you wouldn't eat junk food all day, you can't consume endless streams of negativity and expect to feel good. This is where mindful consumption comes in. Start by turning off non-essential notifications on your phone. Do you really need a breaking news alert for every little thing that happens? Probably not. Schedule specific times to check the news and social media, say, once in the morning and once in the evening, instead of letting it interrupt your day constantly. And be ruthless with that unfollow button. If an account consistently makes you feel anxious, angry, or inadequate, it's time to say goodbye. You are the gatekeeper of your own mind. By consciously choosing what you let in, you take back a huge amount of power from the external chaos. Next up is a powerful concept: creating space. Our lives are often scheduled back to back, leaving no room to breathe, process, or just be asterisk. Chaos thrives in a cluttered schedule. The antidote is to intentionally carve out moments of stillness in your day. This doesn't have to be a 1-hour meditation session, unless that's your thing. It can be as simple as 5 minutes of quiet time before you start your workday. Instead of grabbing your phone first thing in the morning, try just sitting with your coffee and looking out the window. Take a micro break every hour at work to stand up, stretch, and focus on your breath for 60 seconds. Take the scenic route home. These little pockets of space act like buffers. They give your nervous system a chance to reset, preventing stress from accumulating throughout the day. When you give yourself this space, you'll find you react to situations more thoughtfully instead of just reacting out of pure stress. You're no longer just surviving the day, you're consciously navigating it. Now, let's talk about the stories we tell ourselves. A huge part of feeling bothered comes from our internal narrative. The external event is just the trigger. Our interpretation of it is what causes the emotional turmoil. For example, your boss sends you a short, one-word email like, "Okay, the chaotic mind might immediately jump to. Are they mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Am I going to get fired? The unbothered mind, however, practices what I like to call assuming the best, or at least assuming neutrality. It thinks they're probably just busy. That's it. This is a technique rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy. You have to learn to catch your negative thoughts and challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? Is there a more positive or neutral way to look at this? Most of the time, our minds create worst-case scenarios that never come to pass. By becoming an observer of your thoughts, rather than a believer of all of them, you can stop a lot of anxiety right in its tracks. You're not ignoring problems, you're just refusing to create problems that don't exist. Another key to staying unbothered is to ground yourself in the physical. When your mind is spinning, one of the fastest ways to calm it is to connect with your body and your senses. This pulls you out of the chaotic future or the regretful past and plants you firmly in the present moment, which is the only place where peace can actually be found. A simple grounding technique is the 5 for 3 to 1 method. Wherever you are stopped, hand name 5 things you can see for things you can feel, like the chair beneath you or the texture of your clothes, 3 things you can hear to things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This simple exercise forces your brain to focus on the immediate environment, interrupting the cycle of anxious thoughts. Going for a walk, feeling the sun on your skin, focusing on the sensation of your feet hitting the pavement. These are all powerful ways to get out of your head and into your body. The chaos is in the mind, the calm is in the present moment. Let's also discuss the power of acceptance and letting go. So much of our stress comes from resisting reality. We get angry that it's raining. We get frustrated that there's traffic. We get upset that someone didn't behave the way we expected them to. We're fighting a battle we can never win, the battle against what is. The unbothered approach is to practice radical acceptance. This doesn't mean you like the situation. You can accept that it's raining without having to like it. Acceptance is simply acknowledging reality without judgment. It is raining. I will need an umbrella. That's it. No drama, no frustration. This applies to bigger things too. You can't control the global economy or other people's opinions. Wasting your energy fighting these things is like trying to push a river upstream. The Serenity Prayer says it best. Have the serenity to accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Investing your energy only where you have influence is the ultimate life hack for preserving your peace. Finally, being unbothered is not a solo mission. It's about building a life that supports your peace. This means surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, not drain you. A supportive community acts as a buffer against the world's chaos. If you spend time with people who are constantly complaining, gossiping, or panicking, their energy will inevitably affect you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with calm, positive, and supportive people, their demeanor will rub off on you. Be intentional about who you give your time and energy to. It also means having hobbies and passions that fill your cup. What makes you lose track of time? Is it painting, gardening, playing an instrument, hiking? Make time for these activities. They aren't frivolous luxuries. They are essential for your mental well-being. They remind you that there is more to life than the endless cycle of problems and obligations. They are your personal sanctuaries of peace. So, to recap, staying unbothered in chaotic times is an active skill. It's about curating your information diet, creating intentional space in your day, challenging your negative thought patterns, grounding yourself in the present moment, practicing acceptance, and building a supportive life. It's a journey, not a destination. Some days you'll be the lighthouse, and some days you might feel more like a ship in the storm, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. The key is to be gentle with yourself and to keep practicing. Every time you choose not to engage with drama, every time you take a deep breath instead of reacting, every time you unfollow a negative account, you are casting a vote for your own peace. You are strengthening that unbothered muscle. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope these strategies help you find a little more calm in your daily life. Remember, you hold the power to protect your inner peace, no matter what's happening on the outside. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content on living a more mindful and intentional life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one thing you do to stay unbothered? Let's share our wisdom and support each other. Until next time, take care and stay centered.